Hey y'all, Pastor Nathan here. Just two things you need to be aware of as we're coming to worship here at the Light this weekend at Epiphany. The first is what I'm dubbing New Song Sunday, for the lack of a better term. David in his Psalms reminds us to sing to the Lord a new song. And so one of the things we're going to do this Sunday is we're going to see how that works. So a couple things you should expect in terms of the music is that the first is most of the songs will be new to this assembly. You may have heard these songs before. You may have sung to these songs before in another context or environment, but this will be the first time the majority of the songs will be completely new to this assembly. Second side to that, though, that's the first part. The second part is these new songs are not just new to the assembly, but they're new to God's people as a whole. I believe the majority of the songs have been copyrighted since 2012 or 2013. I think all of them have been copyrighted since then, most of them even newer. So we're taking that new song thing a little bit seriously on New Song Sunday, in that they're not just new to us, but they're also new to God's people as a whole, as we continue to incorporate and move forward, incorporate new things and move forward into whatever future God has for us. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to seeing how y'all are led in worship through these songs and brought into God's presence by these pieces of music, these works from the larger church. The second thing that's going on this Sunday is that we're continuing our Easter sermon series in John's first letter. We're in chapter 4, verses 1 and following. What that means is that we're talking about testing the spirits, and just as a spoiler alert, when John says testing the spirits, he just simply means that you should test those sources of authority and those resources of authority to see if they're actually pointing you to Jesus or not. Remember, the things we've been talking about as a church through this season include the confession that Jesus is Lord. And if Jesus is Lord, then that has certain claims on all portions of my life. We want him to shine his light into all areas. I don't want to be Lord of any area in my life. I want him to be Lord and to shine his light into the darkness. It also means that we're his children and that we have certain responsibilities to act certain ways as his kids. It also means we have a particular posture towards everything. We have a spiritual posture that is supposed to conform to and look like Jesus Christ. Last week, as we talked about at the Light, this is a challenge because we have spiritual scar tissue that's been built up over time by poor spiritual posture. And as Jesus works those kinks out and does the hard work of breaking up that scar tissue so that we can get back to good spiritual posture, one of the things we want to make sure we're doing is we're not reintroducing bad postures and spiritual scar tissue by listening to poor resources or poor sources of authority or sources that will push us away from Jesus Christ and looking like Jesus Christ. So this week we're going to spend some time talking about discerning those poor sources, and we're also going to be talking about what the true source pushes us towards, what Jesus Christ pushes us towards, and continue to talk about that good spiritual posture when it comes to following him. I hope you're enjoying this beautiful week. I'm looking forward to what we're doing this weekend, and I hope you are too, and I really hope we can see you there. Have a great rest of the week, and we'll see you Sunday. Take care. Bye.